Welcome back to the Old Republic. I'm continuing where I left off straight away. I got quite a bit of time, so I'll be doing the episodes like one after the other. Mainly because I just can't wait. I'm just having so much fun with the episodes I've done so far. So far, we'll be talking to our companions, see what they want to say.
Ungas nona jappe siglos fraudnos jus jappe raika jappe.
How would you know that?
Usatida sin fara alaim jaal in ima jahaban iten. In pamalhap fralat forte fuima alaizos kaskaf tais ababarna habens glaubena ni in usakwai usiterens apipao.
I helped you defeat Veshik Urg. I'll help you find Tulak Horde's bones.
My tais is.
Okay, so we've got another mission on Hoth, so it's a good thing we're going to the same area. And we need to talk to Ashara.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your quarters. The same color, of course.
I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
I don't expect a Jedi to understand. But the Empire is strength and freedom.
They certainly talk a lot about strength, but freedom? From what I've seen, that belongs to a select few.
Slavery is everywhere. And even among the so-called free, only the Sith act with any sort of independence. It's hard to see good in an empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
Contrary to what the Jedi teach, the world is not all light and dark. There are many shades, and many contradictions.
I'm beginning to see that, but I'm not sure I like it.
I've changed her outfit. You know, I didn't... Since she's staying as more of a grey Jedi, I thought that'd be more appropriate. I might try and get another outfit later on. Anyway, so we're heading straight to Hoth.
I hope you've found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
Fortunately, I'm not interested in sense, only ghosts. What do these rumors say?
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, the Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
Hope you've got your blasters ready.
Just finishing the cold weather fittings, and I'll be ready. Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block. So you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful, though. Place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
Still think I prefer Andronicus as a companion. No one else to talk to, so we can head straight to the surface. And we've got the story arc here.
Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
That's the intent.
I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theatre. Good day.
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
I hadn't heard anything about a trap on Hoth. Explain.
The fight with the Republic has lasted for years now. The objective on Hoth is not to end the battle, but to sustain it. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
I will extend their misery with every blow I strike.
Yes, my lord. Misery's easy enough to find on Hoth.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
I like as well, it, you know, keys in like key planets as well.
The planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, corps name Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
Fill me in on the situation.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
Recordings don't frighten me. I'll go see if I can find out what happened.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis's communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
Okay, so we need to head out there. Before we do that, we'll accept the story here as well. In here.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanoson's behalf, naturally.
That's not yours to know.
Of course, my lord. It was rude of me to ask. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
I'm afraid you may be dead in a few months. Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I only care that he can find the ship.
Lieutenant Talos Drellick could find a piece of glass in the Tatooine desert, but he's very particular about his work. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the waste searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Yeah, so we have our missions. While we're here, I'll quickly check my email. This is from the Moth from Quesh. Imperial adrenal production on Quesh is ramping up. Since the defeat of Jedi Master Faral at your hand, our forces have encountered only token resistance as we continue our conquest of the planet. Quesh will soon fall and the Republic will have no choice but to engage us in full-scale war, a war they cannot possibly win. We have started down the path of victory, now we must only hold fast to our course. Moff Dresen. Yeah. We've got another one over here.
Nothing but a bunch of namby-pamby cowards on this frozen rock. Think I like hearing my teeth chatter and knees knock, my sweat freeze and breath blind me? Not a scrap. But I got a job to do, and by gum I aim to do it.
Sounds like you need some help.
Whoa, sorry about that, my lord. Didn't see you. Kind of snowblind, I guess. None of those remarks were aimed at you. In fact, my mission calls for someone of your obvious capabilities. Colonel Vanis left orders to stop the Republic from tracking our deployments here. I figured out the enemy's MO, but need the firepower to squash it.
How exactly has the Republic managed to get the best of us?
Sneaky tricks, and a lot of luck. Republic scouts have set up a series of short-range relays. Need to activate one to jam their communications. Can't activate without a data card from one of the scouts. Gonna have to get one of them the old-fashioned way. You game?
It's as good as done.
You're a lifesaver. Republic scouts range around the lower ruins, spying on us and disappearing. Get a data card off one of them, and then find one of their relay consoles in the outer edge. I'll be here and can jam their relays once you're done.
Not your time yet.
That was quick. We'll head over to this bit here.
I lost you there.
Yeah, we're closing in on the signal. Should be in here. We've just got a load of towels to go through. We just need to find the, that's the bonus stuff, we just need to find the Colonel.
I lost you there.
Here he is. Oh, that's it. I thought I'd get a recording.
I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead. Murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Their destruction is assured. I only need their location.
Location is important, but an estimate of their numbers, doubly so. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
No.
Killing is reliable. Technology isn't.
That sounds like a lesson gleaned from a life far more interesting than mine.
Commander! Come in, Commander! Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Perfect timing. Brutally slaughtering a few dozen should sow fear throughout their little cabal. When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Yeah, I can't be bothered going for the communications. I just want to, you know, slaughter them.
Nothing but snow for kilometers either way, and I already can't feel my toes. Whose idea was it to come here again?
Yours. You're the one that told us about the ghost.
You're done great. Got the activation signal from the Republic data relay, and we're already jamming their comm. Thanks to you, things are getting hot round here.
There, that's the last of them. Too bad we cut through them so easy. We need to head up there to get to the excavation site, so we'll probably do that before we move on to the next area. A minute, I want to report in.
Hello, good to see you, my lord. We had feared the worst.
Good work. Has the base been informed? How is morale there?
Gentlemen, the commander wants to know how we feel about the Tolls being struck down.
Excellent. That's a sound I've not heard in some time. And I understand one of our patrols spotted Tals that fled rather than fight. The tides of war are with us.
Without the advantage of surprise, the Tolls are showing their true colors.
Yes. We'll let them panic for a while as they try to figure out which body is which. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
They will choose between retreating home or starvation.
That, or the one other option that we think the more likely.
If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
That sounds like a pretty unforgiving security system.
Wampers can be fooled. A combination of synthetic pheromones and body language could make them think a Tals is part of their pack. All the more reason to bring back their equipment. We could learn much from the Tals.
The last thing you'd want to do in a Wumpa cave is wear yourself down.
I'll bring them back, far boys.
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Yeah, their supplies are better, suited for us.
We're under attack! Drive the scum back!
Just love the landscape of this map, just how open it is, and just there's so much to do. It's interesting how they're bringing the Wampas into it as well, because from the movies you only really see it in, what is it, The Empire Strikes Back, but I like how they just add more into it, into the games. There, that's all that. We just need to return to the commander.
Republic forces incoming! Destroy them!
Your cargo, Captain Nudris. In one piece, as am I.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our end of the plan.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Tals that dares approach.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Tals attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Tals have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate, or we won't last past nightfall.
I'll be there in but a moment.
I'll call for reinforcements from a Damus orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
So is something.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Ni at ambumpa poshura mokili moklanki. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
You'd better have a good reason for stopping the Sith.
Kotocha kana gulaya. Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Sounds fraught with danger. Count me in.
Bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa dwedwipe. buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
That's all back down there. I'll go for that first. I'll go for the story out later. That's the last of the power converters. We can return those at any point. In the meantime, we go in here to stop the bombs. Yeah, we pretty much cleared the entire tunnel. The last one is here.
Save your feeble attempts at recruitment for your own planet. This one is mine.
Too easy. Oh. There. All's in a day's work.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground and we have secured the perimeter.
Tell me you cut off their retreat.
Absolutely, my lord. We assessed the situation and countered it. Good to see this place still standing. We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
chobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo. Kabanotase makipuna, mali tuta odmishka.
I'll go for that for now.
And you say the Sith held off the entire Toll's force single-handed?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Braynor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
I heard you telling the Moff the good news.
Yes. You saved us from giving a much bleaker report.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or Chiss Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Neither. I did all the work. I'm on the dark side points.
Commander Triton's leadership has been forthright and direct.
I expected such a response. Triton works diligently, if not always wisely. He is hereby promoted to Colonel, responsible for the welfare of Dawn Base until further notice.
I hope we will not have another leadership crisis anytime soon, Colonel Triton.
Never again, my lord. And I will not disappoint you, Moff Braynor. Your recommendation has meant the world to me, but I must turn my attentions to my base immediately.
Sir, there is still the matter of the pirates at Leth Outpost.
Yes, of course. Captain Revar lost a facility of some sort, yes? If you're in the area, you might want to look into it. Terrible pirates out there.
Just don't forget who got you here. When I call, I expect you to answer. Okay, we need to go talk to the next captain. That's probably in the next area. Yes, but I want to go to the what was it? Other place. Okay, now we're just looking for the head of this excavation team.
But I'd lost you there.
We're close, boys. We'll find that temple. I can feel it. Rogers, no cutting corners. Don't forget the salt. Salt's not the best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Talos Drellick of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
My lord, I am honored. I heard you single-handedly unearthed artifacts of the great Tulak Horde. I'm a Naga Sadar man myself, but I'd love to compare notes. What brings you to Hoth, and how may I be of service?
I'm taking over this team in order to locate a ship called the Star Runner.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the Reclamation Service, but artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
I imagine it would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Not a bad idea.
Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you find anything.
Okay, so we're going to have to head to the first location. Yeah, it's not that far away.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast. Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts, believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
Lieutenant Drellick really is something else. Could find a wampa hair in a snowdrift, I bet.
Is there anything else recorded on the beacon? Coordinates, perhaps? A hint of where the ship may have fallen?
Not as I can tell. Might take a good going over in the lab. But what are those tracks? Lieutenant, sir. We found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
What's an Ortolan?
A cold-weather type of alien who've made their homes on Hoth. Usually peaceful, until recently. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. Possibly a clue to the ship's location. Sorrel, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost. But the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
A little lightning will break them. It always does.
Well, it sounds a little gruesome, but who am I to question a master's methods? I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the base. Between it and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
Okay, we've got our next point. There's something... Ah, here. There. Now onward. I'll get that bit, you know, in my spare time. Can't be bothered to go back just to come all the way back where I started. That's up that way. I'm going to stop at the base first because that's closer.
What is this? I asked not to be disturbed. Ah, it is you. Commander Triton and that Chiss fellow spoke well of you. Make yourself at home. I was busy calculating our chances in case the Republic attacks. It looks grim. If they bring a force of any real size, we're doomed.
If you have enemies, send me at them. You will be safe soon enough.
Our skeleton crew is willing to fight, but we need automated guns to make up for the lack of numbers, and those eat power. What we really need is to tap into the nearby geothermal power substation, but it's been taken by the White Moor. We don't have the manpower to take on those pirates, and we've got a base that'll black out in any sustained fight with the Republic.
Criminals are no threat to me. Frozen ones less so.
The White Moors' Hawks are more like an army than criminals. Our kill ratio for them is about 1 to 10. This is an energy coupling you'll need to install when you've eliminated all resistance. It should divert flow back to the outpost. With that power, our guns will be operational and give us a fighting chance. Go in strength.
Sounds easy enough. What? Something else over here.
Agua bosca puño, bosca. Tula musta kitrita nini, tanu valuya witiba. No, kavaja ulnui kusche puño.
Who's responsible for this?
Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji, ta ushagua upa. Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta.
Look no further. I am your Sith.
Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta. Poguache chopa chimpa nolia, makachisa.
Okay, so I'll back out that way. That way leads to the next area.
I lost you there.
There, we made it through that lot. Should I go on or should I? Yeah, I'll go back. It's just there. I haven't gone that far.
It's a little warmer by the pipes, I think. Looks like someone's pumping geothermal energy.
I just want to hand in this first. And we'll return to the lieutenant.
The pirates were responsible for tapping the generator. They've been eliminated.
Vazda waho taga hopi. Tu patula musta, wo grangi tampio dume dunka.
Final stop.
You did it. We're running on geothermal power now. We blew a circuit when it came on, but that was easily fixed. Did the Hawks prove difficult?
They proved clumsy and stupid. I could have fought twice that number.
I thought as much. Sith have an extremely high success rate in combat against irregular forces. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to oversee the deployment of our sensors and weapons. We've already begun the installation of our defense systems, and we're on schedule to be done before nightfall.
Sir, the Republic frequencies are alive with chatter. They somehow knew we had a power surge just now, so I swept for bugs and I found this. An energy monitor.
Do we have a spy or a traitor?
Based on the Republic's internal communications, they had this installed long before we took over this outpost. I only looked because the Republic chatter was so obviously shocked by the influx of power. They won't attack here. They'll bomb the main geothermal reactor to black out the entire sector.
Do you agree that's the most likely target?
If the grid goes cold, it'll get rid of all the pirates plugged into it too. It's a solid win for the Republic.
They'll have to cut through the Ortolan workers there and the Whitemore pirates, but they're sending Zero Squad snowtroopers. If I were a gambler like the captain here, I'd bet on them.
My name alone will destroy them.
Yes, I'm sure your confidence will serve you well, my lord. Zero Squad is the Republic's best. If you defeat them, just think of the humiliation.
I've already faced the odds and beat them. I got a new move. Ooh, that's cool. What else did I get with that? Can't use that just yet. I'll probably stick with this for now.
Pampaula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Lis di woto.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
Pok pagthra wanawaga mi punawa duetwipe. Umpa hupa, chiquilia umpasa dobiska. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Depends on what you want me to do.
Nokta chuna dobiela. Chonki faguta, chiho poda ji oto vokise.
I suppose I can lower myself to do this.
Chioto flingola. Ay, chuba de naga bakawa.
Yeah, we've got something else to add. It's all in there. We'll get to there. We'll see if there's... Yeah, I think that's a way down there. I remember there's a slope, so we can go straight in.
Not your time yet.
Yeah, I've already got quite a few. We'll head straight through here. There, that's all the bonuses done. I just need to turn them in when I get a chance. Now we need to take out the Republic before they take out our power. Okay, that's pretty much the... I'll take these on. Then the room should be cleared. And take that. That should be the entire room cleared.
All civilians need to evacuate the station. Step away from the console with your hands on your head. I said, step away from the console with your hands on your head.
Did you seriously sign up for the army so you could threaten Ortolans?
Intruders! I've got intruders in the shaft room!
I don't think there's anyone else for you to call on. I took them all out.
la monnoia. Olla lula. Cosa sansuga nanano no. Nanano nano no 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 nano. Uno nulazzo.
It's obvious I'm not here for your benefit. Why aren't you running? Imperials will do this job. No one else can be trusted.
There
they are! Get them!
I was going to say, the Imperials can figure it out. That and I managed to run the dark side points. Too easy. Now we need to return to the commander here to turn in everything. But before that, I think we'll go to the bit of rivalries over here, since we're down this end. Okay, so we're going to continue with this, and then we'll turn in all of our rewards.
I'm looking for the remains of a ship called the Star Runner, which you took from the distress beacon site. Could you say that again?
Looks like we found our ghost. So, you want me to pop this blue thing in the skull so you can bind this guy?
If you'd rather speak through these idiots for eternity, be my guest. I do no one's bidding but my own. Why not have these creatures do it for you?
I love, you know, the way it goes. I just love the stories in this. Okay, where I need to return to Talos now, and he is in the next area, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. We'll return back to the Imperial base to hand in all the rewards. And just up here.
Pliska taka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa.
It's over. The reactor is secure, but you'll need someone to run it.
Good, good. I arranged for a contingency such as this. Command is sending technicians and guards on the next shuttle down. Looks like we're going to be holding some ground after all.
This planet should be about winning instead of stalemates.
If you say so, my lord. But let's not talk theory when the real world demands our attention. The captain of Thesh outpost on the glacier requires help. He's been wounded, and his outpost is battling a group of survivalist fanatics called the Hailstorm Brotherhood. You could make the difference.
I'll go at once.
Excellent. I'll send word.
That's in the next area, which we'll be heading to. This is where I'll be ending it this episode. We've got a lot done. We're ready to move on to the next area where we need to speak to a captain, which is over here. Then we can meet Talos here for tracking down the temple that the spirit wants us to go after. And then over here we've got the side quest from Ken Val. But I'm afraid all that will be in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed today and hope to see you in the next episode. See ya!